Alright, this is Melchizedek Todd, and this is a pre-recording of a hunt with me and my boy Pacbin. Pacbin introduced me to Monster Hunter, and I've been a Monster Hunter Rise, I should say. I've been loving it ever since. Then I got Sunbreak. Anyway, we're going to do a little bit of farming for the Magnamalo, however you pronounce it. But like I said, I fought this thing so many times that this might be, I don't know, number 18 to try to get this plate, which only got one after fighting, I don't know, like 16. So, but luckily I got Pacbin with me. As you can see, he's already, got another monster, the Goss, whatever, to fight the Magnamalo. I'll just call them Mags for short. And so anyway, now one thing I'm doing in this video, which I usually don't do, is like I'm going for the head a lot. Because hopefully I can knock the head and knock some plates off so I can use it to make this attack jewel. And so yeah, and so in Pacbin he's using, I guess he's using his gun because he's like putting a whole bunch of bombs in my head, and that helps me a lot. So the cool thing about having, working with somebody with a monster, even though the monster becomes harder when it's just not you, but one cool thing, you have somebody helping you, because Pacbin is much higher level, and so when I started, he was actually able to help me with some arena fights, so I can get like some better armor and better weapons and so forth, or build the great sword better. Actually, that's what he's doing now, helping me do a build on the great sword to make it stronger. So that's, one good thing. Another thing is that the monster won't always give, the attention just to you, and so you can move around. Like what I like to do is mainly try to get under it or get behind it, because some monsters, their backside and their forelegs or wings are their weaknesses besides just the head. But I'm farming today, and I need a plate, so we're just going for the head, and hopefully we get a piece off from it. Now with Pacbin, the only thing is though, if you do have somebody with a gun and they use bombs, is that there's always that possibility of you getting blown back, because there have been plenty of times, which is a joke between me and Pacbin, where I'm about to finish my true charge slash, and right when I'm about to hit it, he has a bomb, and boom, I'm like knocked away, which can be frustrating for me. But Pacbin said it's necessary, and so I'll just go with that. That sometimes it's necessary. But yeah, but he's really good player. Taught me a lot, and hopefully, definitely, we can get something from this monster. Yeah, I missed that. But it happened. Look, got some parts broken. Guess I can redeem myself. And not really. I still hit a little bit of it. But another thing, when you're hunting with somebody, one common courtesy is to try to wait for the team. Sometimes with my friend Pacbin and I, we kind of have sometimes hectic schedules, and so we kind of sometimes in a rush to finish the hunt. So we'll sometimes go ahead of each other. But with harder monsters, sometimes once the monster runs, we'll wait for each other, because we fought I don't know how many monsters, and we definitely beat them. We're a pretty good team. But it's also just about being patient and seeing what your teammate is doing too. Just to make sure, like I say, you don't get in the way. And like I said, especially if the person is using a gun and stuff. So here we go. Look for some pieces. Need that plate. Crazy thing is, after fighting maybe like 16 of them, I finally got a plate. Because the possibility of getting one, I think in this one mineral I saw online, it's like a 7% chance with higher level or mags, you know. So it's like I said, it's a low chance. I mean, I saw that those of you who have beat Sunbreak and now you're going after the curry, I don't know what they call it, curry, the red infection, insects, birds, whatever they are. You can earn coins, investigation coins, and you can buy, you know, certain items. But man, you have to do like 10 battles to get 50 coins, and you know, and a lot of these things are like 25 to 50, 100, 125. So it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of work. So farming is much better. It's just that it sucks that, you know, some items it's just such a low percentage of getting them. So you're kind of still fighting a lot, hunting a lot to try to get a certain build. But it should be worth it. Nothing in life is easy. That's worth it. Here we go. Yep. So you see Pacbin, man, he definitely set this monster up for me a lot to hit the head. There you go. About to hit him, and he has a bomb, and I get blown away. I get used to it. It's okay. I just cry inside. There you go. So you see Pacbin to set me up, and so I don't know if there's a list of what weapons complement each other the best. It probably is. Somebody probably done it on YouTube. I just never looked it up. I know. I mean, I just, you know, I think I've seen sometimes it's like faster weapons should be like on the side and back, and slower weapons like the hammer or the greatsword to try to hit the head, so you can stun the animals, put them asleep for a little bit, get some licks and stuff. You know, I mean, I don't know, when I've done like battles with like, you know, there's 4 of us, from what I've noticed is that, you know, people just do what they need to do. You know, I mean, most like the bow and arrow folks and the gun folks, you know, they keep a distance because, you know, they can. You know, they have long range. And then, you know, people with, you know, shorter weapons or, you know, melee weapons just, you know, go in and do what they have to do too. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting, which, you know, I should probably look if someone has done that online and see what weapons maybe best complement each other. You know, I think it's also just mainly just the players. I mean, sometimes, I mean, earlier on, you know, as a much weaker player, so I had to be more careful playing with Pacbin because, you know, he has armor way better. And so if we fought like a harder monster, I definitely had to be more careful because, of course, I would probably die before he would. And, you know, you die 3 times, the game's done. And so sometimes I had to, like, you know, lay off, or even when my daughter, we were just kind of like at the same level too when we played with Pacbin. You know, sometimes, you know, she had to also like stay back a little bit. So especially if, you know, if there's already been like 2 um, deaths already, or faints, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so that's something to consider too when playing with other people. It's just that, you know, if you die twice, you probably should try to stay back. I mean, I know you really don't want to, and if opportunity comes, yeah, hit the monster and so forth if you think they need help. But I remember I was in this one battle with 3 other people, and we had to, I think, fight like 2, 3 monsters. And man, I was just on fire. I mean, my great sword, man, it was just like I was flying, hitting. I was hitting the head, hitting the body, knocking them out. I mean, I was just like, we killed like maybe 2 monsters, and we had to go after the 3rd. And like I said, I was just on fire. I mean, I was just like earlier on just playing, and then the 3rd monster came and ran out of health. I should have Went back to camp. I didn't. I died, and there was a third death, and boom, it was over. And I felt really, really bad. You know. All right. Let's see. Killed it. Seeing what we can get. I don't think we got any plates in this one at all. We got other pieces, which is good because I'm still also trying to work towards getting the end game of the Magnamalo weapon, which I can use all these extra stuff. But anyways, that's the Flying Great Sword and Pacbin, killing mags, farming. So we'll see what else we have to go after. So thanks, subscribe, and have a good day. Or night if you're in another country.